This year went completely crazy, so I have not had time to continue reading this book, but one of my goals of January is to finish this book. So let's read chapter 3, which is Who Are Your Spirit Guides? And I do have kids home because it is New Year's break, Christmas break, or whatnot. So if you hear stuff, you don't. I'm home alone. An infinite number of spirit guides are available to help each of us, no matter what we're dealing with, no matter what tradition you follow or feel connected to. All that is important to remember is that all guides, beings, and angels emanate from one source. I love that. Yep. The same with everything in our world. Denying or forgetting this one source leads to confusion, which blocks your ability to connect and communicate. I bring this up here because as we discuss spirit guides, you'll soon recognize how infinite this world actually is. The story of creation is almost as old as civilization. Since humanity originated, we've been looking at our own navel, wondering where we come from and the purpose of all of this. The earliest stories provide intricate details of our universe and the first spark of creation that formed the Earth's core. Do you remember creating new worlds with your friends? You no doubt made up rules for these worlds, decided who would lead and who would follow. Maybe each of your friends ruled their own kingdom and established more specific rules within it. Now imagine if the game continued forever. Your friends found more friends to join and create kingdoms of their own. Then they brought plants and created little homes, spaces to play in after school. Each kid created their own little world and decided to add or remove things they think would improve their corner of the new universe. In a way, this little analogy also tells the story of creation, and it all started with one kid who had an idea. This just reminds me of like the first paragraph reminded me of how I explain to people when they're like, I don't want to worship gods or deities or goddesses or whatnot. And I always see it and channel it in the same way. Whatever source you believe in one source, right? So that source, there's so many like rays of light and personalities from that one source, right? So if you stay with just worshiping that one source, you just get that one source. But the personalities and the different rays that come down are the angels, are the goddesses, are the gods, are the deities in other ways. So it helps us in understanding working with that different personality in that god, goddess, deity for the different parts of our life when we're needing. So that's what the first paragraph reminded me of. And then talking about like the cute little how you would play and build your own worlds and stuff, it just reminds me of when I was little and I would go around collecting blades of grass and dandelions and all sorts of different weeds and leaves and stuff, and then I would make a fake apothecary and I would lay my hands on them and say that I was healing them or whatnot for trading and stuff. And now look where I am and what I am doing, embracing that fully and knowing that I am a Reiki master and that I am helping people heal their body in different ways. It's just, I went from a nurse and science, like life is crazy. Life is crazy. Okay. The one kid who started this whole experience is more like a universal energy that our minds are part of and yet can't understand. The universal energy created a spark that led to creation. Maybe it started with one planet, or maybe it started with billions, a few million years after, and we're all here. The purpose of this energy is to help us to remember who we truly are and to connect to the one source of all creation. And somewhere between that universal energy and those of us reading and writing this book are energies that we can only sense with a focused mind and open heart. Spirit guides will always help and assist you. However, it might be hard for you to hear or heed their guidance if you are not aware of the source or have not worked on your spiritual growth. Several different beings can accept the role as your spirit guide. Usually you will have a primary spirit guide that will be together with you throughout your existence on this 3D plane, from your birth until your departure into the realms of higher vibrations. This introductory guide is often the supposedly imaginary friend that some children remember having or interacting with. Your primary spirit guide will be a core part of your spirit team, composed of full-term and temporary spirit guides. Full-term spirit guides will stay by your side like your primary spirit guides, while the temporary ones will leave whenever they feel there is nothing left for them to teach or guide you. After they leave, their position will be taken by other spirit guides more suited to where you are at the moment in your life. Spirit guides are not necessarily your past loved ones, even though they could be, seeing that all beings are under universal law and existence within the realm that originated from the same source. Your spirit guides can consist of a group with different beings. The most popular known types of spirit guides are angels, usually the ones so often portrayed in movies called guardian angels. Guardian angels are assigned to you at birth to help and guide you during your lifetime. This angelic guardian can be any angel within the hierarchy, including an archangel. When I first started getting into, oh my gosh, Epiphany. This is crazy. Full circle. Sorry. This is what happens when you're on your spiritual journey. But I sell crystals. If you've scattered out my page, right, you see that I sell crystals, and that's kind of what I got into crystals and Reiki at the same time, because I was having a difficult time with my health and the doctors were not helping. So when I started getting interested in crystals, I was remembering that I had a keychain from my dad that was a green crystal. And I hadn't yet really worked with crystals yet, so this was like one of the first crystals I had, but I had it stuffed in a drawer, put away. I don't have a good relationship with my father. It's just like a keepsake or whatnot, and it's a very odd piece because he's a traveling man, and it's just something he probably picked up at the airport. But besides the point, it's this green piece of jade on this keychain with like a Chinese building, and I remember thinking I should try to work with crystals because I had gotten a Reiki session online, and my pain felt really good, and then I was really drawn to working with crystals, so I pulled that piece out and I put it in my hand and I loved on it, and then I put it under my pillow, and that's the first crystal I worked with. That crystal is jade. And what's funny about that is my crystal for this year, 2026, like my spirit animal is the kangaroo spirit, which connects to the jade crystal. And so now I'm going to be working with, like, it's come full circle. 5 years later, I'm going to be working with that same crystal all year long. Anyways, why I brought that up when I'm talking about the angels thing is because Archangel Raphael, like, I felt like he's the one that led me to that jade crystal that was in my jewelry box that was just shoved in the back on that keychain. Like, and working as a nurse, like, just that angel made so much sense that was the angel reaching out to me to help with healing. I need to make sure that door is closed, otherwise they're gonna come in here. Okay, sorry. That's so cool. So it usually is an angel guide that comes in first. For me, it was Archangel Raphael. Anyways, so what are angels and their hierarchy? Angels are the messengers of the divine, high vibrational, loving, and non-judgmental, meaning that their guidance comes from pure love and light energy. Transporting such energies, angels can inspire the same sentiments in us whenever we connect and communicate with them. Angels can also be separated into several groups and belong to different hierarchies within their own type. Note here that their hierarchy is not similar to ours. Instead, angels' hierarchy is established according to their vibrations. If they belong to a higher vibration, meaning a higher realm, they will be higher in the hierarchy of the angels. Archangels are in the highest in the hierarchy of all. These are the angels that frequently appear in visions or are mentioned repeatedly throughout religious teachings, as they are the most direct vessels of the Creator, resonating at the highest level of vibration. Each archangel has their own name and divine mission. Archangel Ariel, and this is also interesting that I'm reading this year because I've picked an archangel for each month to learn a little bit about. Archangel Gabriel, I don't know if he is in this one. He's the third one down. 3 is a powerful number. Anyways, Archangel, we're gonna work with an archangel a month or see if people want to work with the archangel of that month. But anyways, it's just so interesting. Isn't it interesting? Life is interesting. Archangel Ariel is nature's protector. As such, this archangel can help you establish a relationship with the earth and animals. This angel can also help you achieve physical or material needs if you wish to become a protector of Mother Earth. Then call upon this angel. Archangel Chamuel is the nurturer. The archangel teaches self-love and how to love every being. It is the best angel to call when you want to make peace with yourself and others. Archangel Gabriel is the messenger, the governor of communication and beginnings. The archangel helps you receive clear messages and teaches you how to receive and translate direct messages from source. Archangel Raphael is a healer who can be called upon for any work towards healing the mind, body, and spirit. This archangel also helps those who face strife and hardships, travelers, and gives guidance to caregivers. Archangel Uriel is the transformer and bringer of wisdom, light, and truth to bring about transformation. It is helpful to call on the angels to clear confusion when you seek a direct link to the spirit realm. Archangel Zadkiel is the forgiver and the bringer and brings the strength of compassion and forgiveness when feeling stuck in the past. It is also good to call upon the angels so you can forgive who has wronged you and move forward. Archangel Metatron is the messenger of life, and this archangel is responsible for guarding the tree of life. This angel can raise your vibration energy, helps those with spiritual and psychic gifts, and is a patron of children. So this is the archangel I call on when I call on help for my kids. Archangel Hanel is the archangel that you can call when you need to keep your spirit high or elevate your vibration. This archangel can also help women during their moon cycles, as well as help you to connect to your intuition, fulfill your higher purpose, and achieve clairvoyance. Archangel Jophiel is the angel representing beauty and wisdom. This archangel works well with artists, can heal negative emotions, and bring calm during chaotic situations. Archangel Muriel governs intuition and emotions. It is helpful to call on this archangel when you are in doubt and in need of guidance. Archangel Azrael is the angel of death, and this archangel is known for being a spiritual counselor. Azrael is a name I dreamed. So that's, my brain's turning. Known for a spiritual counselor, Azrael's responsibility is to ensure people do not lose their minds or do something they should not. Oh, call upon this archangel during difficult times. Please, no more difficult times. Archangel Michael is the first defender and protector against darkness. Call upon this archangel when you want to shield yourself against negative energies or cut cords with who or what no longer serves you. Archangel Jeremiel mainly communicates through symbols, mental movies, visuals, and dreams. This archangel is the patron of mercy and can help become aware of your thoughts and emotions. Archangel Raziel is the archangel that can help you increase your psychic abilities and help you on your path towards spirituality. This angel will support you in gaining knowledge through your own hard work. Archangel Sanlafon is the patron of music and prayer. This archangel can help you bridge the path between you and the source, and they can also help you in becoming more self-loving, gentle, patient, and kind. I love Archangel Sanlafon. You may have doubts about these archangels and how they could be your guardian angels. After all, they're getting pissed. Come on, kids, hang in there. After all, the world has more than 7 billion people, so why would they choose you to become your spirit guide? The measure of space and time, as we know here on Earth, is absent in the spirit world, and there is also no notion of past, present, and future. Time is not linear, but instead one, all occurring at the same moment. Archangels and other spirit guides exist at a higher vibration than us and can simultaneously be at more than one place. Emmanuel Swedenborg reasoned, a natural person may believe that his thinking would cease if concepts of time, space, and matter were removed, since all man's thinking is based on them. It would help him to realize, though, that thoughts are limits and restrictions to the extent that they draw upon time, space, and matter. They are not limited, and they expand to the extent that they do not draw upon these, since the mind is proportionally raised above bodily and worldly matters. There are more guides out there than angels. Ancestors. Yes, ancestors. Ancestors can choose as well to be one of your spirit guides. They are from your family lineage, predating. This is why am I getting so many things? This is reminding me too that the other night I had a dream, and it was a lady, and she had long dark brown hair, and she had like clasps in the hair, and it was like very Vikingish. And I just remember saying, like, half awake, half asleep, I accept this upgrade for my highest good or whatnot. But like, I definitely feel like I have huge connections to ancestral energy. They are from your family lineage, predating you and your living relatives. They are connected to you through genetic memory and fill the role of guardians or protectors for a period of your whole lifetime. Ancestors can either be from early or ancient generations, so a recently departed family member might also become your spirit guide, even though in this case they are not usually referred to as ancestors. They may also be your vocational or spiritual predecessors, meaning that if an ancestor strongly relates to your ambitions and dreams in life, they will support you in those vocations or spiritual pursuits. These ancestors are different from those that choose to be your spirit guides solely because they cherish you. They are ancestors that wish to continue to the fulfillment of their purpose through your endeavors and assist in obtaining your aim to the utmost of their capabilities. Ancestors often assist with practical advice or can be called upon in life struggles they might have experienced. They often choose to be your spirit guide because they believe you can finally break generations of generational trauma and family karma while doing their utmost best to shield you from it. They are also very helpful in assisting you in uncovering inherited talents and finding your spiritual roots. Thank you. I'm just ignoring that. Listen. Ascended masters have once walked the earth as humans, but reached enlightenment and left the reincarnation cycle. The purpose of reincarnation cycle is for us to expand and improve with each new life, and while many believe their reincarnation is actually a punishment for many that suffer on the earth, we are the ones that in fact choose to reincarnate while we are in the spirit realm. As we are in the spirit realm, we see all the beauty and love that this planet can have and be, even amongst the suffering. The Ascendant Masters have completed their mission and life lessons on this planet and learned everything they intended and needed to. As such, they have great wisdom to share, which can help us develop our spiritual gifts, connect with our higher self, and develop compassion for fellow humans. Some of the Ascendant Masters include Confucius, Buddha, Jesus, Ramtha, and Mother Mary. Sorry, I don't know how to say that word. Plants, nature spirits, and elemental spirits. All right, so why did I group plants and spirits together? Besides being pure energy, plants embody elemental spirits, their home and haven. Without nature to harbor them, elemental spirits would not be able to reside in our 3D plane. When it comes to plants solely by themselves, as with everything else, plants have their unique energy. Different plants, flowers, and trees have not only their unique spiritual meaning, but also their own healing or spiritual properties. For example, sage can purify a space when burned, but it can be a protection ward against low vibration when potted. Being deeply rooted in Mother Earth, Plants are directly connected with the source of creation and reverberate pure light energy. That is why you feel re-energized and cleansed when you take a walk in a forest or take care of the plants in your house. When it comes to both nature spirits and elemental spirits, these are the guardians of planet Earth. As mentioned before, elemental spirits inhabit nature, making places such as trees, mountains, rivers, and waterfalls their home. They are associated with the 4 basic elements: air, fire, water, and earth. Nature spirits are spirits of Akasha, so they exist in the ether, a dimension beyond the upper and lower ethereal realms and beyond the astral plane, but lower than the level where the gods reside. According to psychic medium Chris Lippincott, there are 7 realms in the spirit world, separated by vibrations, being that the 7th is where energy is at its highest level. Both elemental and nature spirits like to work with environmental conscious humans and whoever respects the world's natural order. They can help you develop your manifestation skills, stay playful and curious, practice your magic, and align with Mother Nature. Spirit animals. I love spirit animals. I'm addicted to spirit animals. I like working with them and connecting them to crystals and connecting them to people. Okay, anyways, spirit animals represent each species or group of animal. They normally convey the information you need to help you balance and grow in your life and appear to us to teach and help us unite with our inner nature. Pay heed when you take special interest in an animal that has crossed your path, or the presence or mention of an animal in repeating over and over. This animal is bringing you an important message. You must listen to it at this time in your life. Each spirit animal has an inherent attribute depending on their particular animal species, so when you research them, you will understand which qualities and talents the spirit animal is suggested that you adopt for your benefit to grow in your life. Sometimes you can research these meanings online in a book or ask an expert, but in many cases you won't need to do so. Often, what you need to learn from the animal in your mind is no more than the meaning you instinctively associate with that animal. Maybe you see a cat and think cats are majestic creatures, meaning you need to regain your power and feel empowered. Or perhaps you watch someone riding a horse, giving you a feeling of freedom or wanting freedom. So you must break away from something that feels imprisoning. Remember that as you are more and more connected to the source, the more these messages will be understood clearly. Gods and goddesses are revered in all areas of the world. Different cultures and religions have their own deities, whom they identify as higher beings with the power to affect human existence. Gods and goddesses command attention and devotion, and they teach us how to develop leadership skills, build a legacy, and step into our power. It's good to call upon one of these guides when you feel that your life has completely spun out of control and you need a higher power to extend their hands to smooth your path or guide you. Like many other spirit guides, you can call upon any gods or goddesses whom you believe will fulfill this role as your supporter or helper, or to whom you wish to pray with your heartfelt desire or gratitude. Throughout the centuries, the most common practice humans have used to connect to gods and goddesses have been prayers, rituals, altars, or exaltations. You can consult the preferred method used by the believers of each god or goddess throughout history and practice it yourself. Maybe tweak it and change it a bit to fit your routine or what you have available nearby. And no, you don't need to either be religious or long-time followers of a god or goddess to communicate with them. Spirit guides are always there. Even if you do not feel them, know of their existence, or can't communicate with them. They will be behind the small miracles in your life and the big ones too. Like when you receive the intuitive nod to go down the left road instead of the right, preventing you from meeting with the wrong crowd. Or when you think of someone and call them just to discover they have a job offer lined up for you. As you become more aware and open to your separateness from source, the more clearly you will be able to pick up on the signs, messages, warnings, and the advice your spirit guides wants to give you. So know that you are always loved, protected, and never alone. The next chapter is what Spirit wants you to know. So, love this. We did it. Where is a... You guys are crazy. Calm down. I have 2 boys. I don't know where I put my... I have really cute bookmarks for this year. I'll use the Texas Roadhouse one. I have really cute bookmarks, but I don't know where they are. Anyways, I have 2 boys, one who's very ADHD and one who's autistic. So my house is pure chaos. This was a good read so far. And I guess keep watching for more episodes because we are going to finish that book this month. And then I'm also, I don't know what I'm going to do with this book, but this is one of my goals for this month too. So have a beautiful and wonderful day, and remember that you are not alone and that your spirit guides are with you, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.